There we go.
Okay, well, around here in Cleveland, we have this tradition, Browns Day, football, tailgating, and, you know, it's kind of a alcoholic picnic amongst friends watching football games or, you know, going to the game and such. So it's pretty much like a potluck. Everybody kind of brings something, whether it be beer, alcohol, food, steak, you know, I've done it all. But my favorite dish to take is the taco dip. It's very versatile. It feeds a lot of people. It's not very expensive, and pretty much it's a party favorite. So I figured that I could show you how to make a very simple taco dip that you can take to any kind of function, whether it be tailgating, which that's what we're going to be doing today, or, you know, just any kind of potluck event. So first off, you want to have the specific tools. You want to have a dish that is deep enough, like an 11 by 7 pan with a lid or aluminum foil. You want a spatula. You want a big old knife. And then just another regular knife for cutting up tomatoes. You want a mixing bowl, which I've already put the refried beans in the mixing bowl, but you want a mixing bowl big enough for the refried beans and for the cottage cheese, or cream cheese, and the seasoning. And then you have the lettuce, tomato, and black olives, which I've already prepared in advance, but so here we go. I am going to have you take this bean mixture and take the cream cheese and you put all the cream cheese into the bean mixture and you mix it up well. A suggestion is to leave the cream cheese out for about a half an hour because it makes it much easier to mix. So as she is mixing this, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to pull out my vegetable products. Now, as far as the lettuce goes, you're going to want to dice it very small. The whole purpose behind dicing it small is because when you take your tortilla chip and you dip in, you don't want a whole mouthful of lettuce. So you want to make sure that it's diced very small. How's that bean dip going?
Going.
Going?
You got a mixer.
All right, almost fully diced here. Oh, there's some more lettuce. Let's get this into the container. Are we almost done?
Almost.
Now the next item that goes with the bean dip, once it is fully mixed, is the seasoning. Now you can get just a regular packet of taco seasoning, or I have the bulk kind, so you want about 1/4 cup of taco seasoning mixed in. Do you need a break?
No. Not yet.
All right, so we're done with the lettuce. The next step is the tomato. You want to make sure to core the tomato. Of course, you want to make sure to wash the tomato first. Core the tomato, and then go ahead and slice it. Now, personally, I get rid of all the seeds because the seeds have a tendency of making the dish go bad a little bit quicker. So you want to make sure to dice the tomato very small because it's the same with the lettuce. You don't want to have a big mouthful of tomato. You want a little bit of everything on the chips. How are we doing with that bean mixture?
Doing.
Okay, I was just wondering. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the tomato into the dish and set this off to the side. the next step is the black olives. Now personally, I like the medium-sized black olives because the larger the black olive is, the less flavor it has. The medium black olive is a very good size for dicing, and it has a very robust flavor. So that's why I choose the medium-sized black olive. So you just slice it in half and then slice it into thirds, and that's about a good size for the dip. So now that we're all done with the black olives, the lettuce, and the tomato, it is time to relieve the arm of my audience member who is mixing this. Now at this point you want to go ahead and take the spatula. That's good. That's good. And you go ahead and scoop this mixture into the bottom of the pan. I hear people salivating out there. Now I do want to say that there is another way that you can make this. It's refried beans and you use sour cream instead of cream cheese. But personally I like the cream cheese because it keeps it a little bit thicker. Which if you're going to be doing an event outside and it's kind of warm, you want to go with a thicker aspect instead of a thinner. So go ahead and spread that out. Scoop the rest out with the spatula. You just want to try to make sure that it's nice and even on the bottom, not too thick in areas because you want to share with people. Now as far as the taco seasoning goes, there's all kinds of taco seasonings that you can get. You can get hot, you can get mild, you can get raging hot, whatever you feel like getting. Just keep in mind the crowd of people that you're going to be serving. Now the next step is to put the lettuce down. You go ahead and just cover the entire mixture with lettuce, not too thick, but you want to make sure that it is fully covered. There's a big old piece right there. Okay, now that the lettuce is completely covered the bean mixture, the next step is cheese. Now there is a wide variety of cheeses that you can get. A common one is a Mexican blend. Personally, I choose for taco dip the finely shredded. It makes it a little bit easier to not tear the taco dip apart. So you just put that on very liberally. Everybody loves cheese, right? Huh?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I think that's good with the cheese. Now the next layer is tomato, and I do know that some people in the audience do not like tomato, so I'm only going to put it on half. But go ahead and put the tomato on. And just apply it liberally because this is going to be a thick taco dip, and you know, if they don't want the extra tomatoes, go ahead and throw them away. And black olives, is there black olive dislikers out there? You?
No, I don't like them.
How about you? Do you like black olives?
I'll go with that.
All right, then I can put it on this side. How about that? And you know what? There's plenty of extras. You know, you can throw some on there and, you know, make it however you want it. This is just a general idea of how to make it. I mean, you can put onions on it, green peppers, red peppers, jalapeno peppers, Spanish rice. Another favorite is ground beef and shredded chicken. Problem with that is that it does not shelf very long, so pretty much if you take it to an event, you're talking about, 2 hours, and, hopefully it's all eaten, otherwise you're gonna have to throw it away. But this keeps much longer. So we've got the tomatoes, we've got the black olives, and now that we're all done with the toppings, I'm gonna go ahead and set this off to the side. Then comes the fun part of actually eating it. Everybody likes to eat it, except for John over there. And the way to go ahead and eat it is to go ahead and, take a spoon and put some on a plate. And yes, I'm using my finger, you shouldn't do that.
As long as they're washed.
Well, I don't know about that. And then put some chips on the plate. And then always have sour cream and salsa and hot sauce on the side, in case somebody wants to spice it up or make it the way that they want it. So here I have showed you how to make a simple taco dip. You can definitely alter it in all kinds of ways. Everybody has ideas of what they like. But this is just a general layout of it, and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you.